Hey, what's up guys? Lamar Hearthstone here, and today I wanted to share a game in my favorite anomaly this season, which is Golganneth's Tempest. I adore this anomaly. It's just, I don't know, I like anomalies where they're skill expressive, they're fun to play, they change the way you play, and they let you build really strong cool comps. And I think this is one of those. Every single minion in the tavern costs 2. You can't refresh normally, you can't freeze the tavern, it freezes itself, and every time you buy a minion it refreshes. It's kind of like if you were playing Sindragosa, but it refreshed every time you bought a minion. And you don't have the restriction of being down a minion. So first things first, hero selection. Obviously heroes that give you rerolls are useless, so don't pick like Nozdormu or anything. Chromie isn't that good because you'll see a shop full of spells, and then you'll only be able to buy one. But yeah, I chose Innie here just because I like Innie in these lobbies with a lot of summons, because it's kind of hard to make money without a good Avenge setup, and Innie is just a hero that starts with a good Avenge hero power basically, kind of. 9 minions die, you get a mech. Mechs are really good right now, all the summon builds are really good right now, like Beasts and Undeads. But yeah, more about the actual anomaly, because that's what I want this video to be focused on. First things first, it is an APM anomaly. You get a lot of money very quickly. A lot of minions start becoming free when they cost 2 gold, or you can use brand to make money off of them, and it gets out of hand very quickly. I would still try to level on this anomaly. Like you'll notice here, instead of buying 2 1-drops, I still level normally, because you still need to get to those better tiers. You don't really want to get stuck on the lower tiers, but yeah, basic fundamentals. Obviously, if you have to refresh the shop, try to buy an econ unit, like a patient scout or something that sells for another unit, basically pays for itself because you spend 2 gold, you get 2 gold. So it's kind of like a free refresh. In the early game, buy every single one of those units that you can, because you're essentially buying minions for 1 gold, and you'll notice your board gets filled out a lot faster and you get a lot stronger because of it. And yeah, I would try to resist buying 1-cost spells to roll the tavern. It's good to do turn 1, because you normally only have enough money for a 1-drop spell and a minion. But other than that, every single minion you buy is going to be the same as buying a spell essentially, because you can just sell it for $1. So you only spend $1 on minions. Since it's an APM anomaly, all the heroes that like and benefit from APMing are really good. I'm talking Gallywix is amazing. Bran, you can get a lot of battle cries very quickly. If you're playing Silas, you can buy all the ticketed minions really quickly, start proccing your hero power. Guff is amazing. Anyone that likes buying minions, Kurtrus, will be amazing in this anomaly. In this lobby, it's a bit of a slower lobby, so I pick Innie, because the same kind of applies. You want to buy a lot of minions on Innie. Like you'll notice turn 3, I've already got a ton of summons on my board. I'm already proccing my hero power pretty much every turn. And so I can benefit from it. And that applies to like Arana, you need to attack with a certain amount of minions, or Sire Denathrius if you have a quest for buying minions or summoning minions. It's a lot easier to get done in this anomaly. So always think about your hero selection before you even get into the game, how to best abuse the anomaly, so to speak. So those would definitely be my strongest picks. Like Thorum is another great option, because you can cycle a lot of patient scouts, make a lot of money very quickly. You're buying minions for 1 gold, but you're technically spending 2 gold every time you do that, so you can turbo out his quest. But yeah, once you've gotten past the hero selection screen, and you've spent your first few turns buying all the econ cards, filling out your board nicely, still try to level. I would still try to aim to be like 4 on 5 or 4 on 6. That's generally the ballpark I aim for. I feel like otherwise you just get too far behind. Even if you lose some early fights to people staying low, it's fine. You're not going to take much damage anyways, because damage cap is 10 in the first few turns, and you'll be able to stabilize a lot easier in this anomaly than other anomalies, because everything costs 2, and every time you buy something you cycle the shop. So the second you hit tier 4, even if you lost your last fight, you can quickly buy like 5 4-drops, fill out your board, and become really strong, make a lot of money really quickly, and stabilize very easily. Also in this anomaly, It's really easy to go infinite if you lose a combat, because blue shells give 5 gold and they only cost 2 gold to buy. So if you lost your last combat, I would maybe buy minions a little faster than normal, because I think you have a higher chance of actually being able to level quickly, and you might find yourself with more money than you think. So the name of the game is speed in this anomaly. Even if you're not APMing, you'll notice that it's a lot of decision fatigue, especially for new players, because every single time you buy a minion, you have 7 new minions, and in order to refresh the shop, you have to buy a minion. So you have to think every single shop, what do you want to buy? So it's very hard to get a hold of, but once you start realizing that no matter what you buy, it's only 1 gold, and no matter what you buy, it'll probably help you in some way, it gets a lot easier. And yeah, those are the basics. You start to hit what I like to think of as the flow state in this anomaly, where everything is free, everything's amazing, you're able to refresh a lot faster than you would in a normal game, so you're able to find your pieces a lot faster, you're able to build your comp a lot quicker, you're able to level a lot faster, and it just feels great. I don't know, it feels like you really benefit for how fast you are at APMing, because the second you make any amount of money, you will start to feel the turn timer, because every single time you buy a minion, there's an animation of the tavern rolling. You have to look at the next 7 minions. It gets very hard to just spend your gold sometimes. And yeah, you have to be careful too. There's a lot of easy traps to fall into in this anomaly. There's a couple minions that give you refreshes. Those are absolutely useless, like the refreshing elemental, as well as the 4-drop beast that whenever it takes damage gives you a refresh. Normally those are great cards, not in this anomaly, they do nothing. Golden touch, you're gonna buy whatever you golden touch. You can't really set up a golden touch shop where you buy everything out of the shop and then play it, because the second you buy something, the shop refreshes. So golden touch is a lot worse. Staff is still pretty good, because you get to choose your favorite minion out of a tribe, but don't expect to get a lot of value out of staffs. Same with guiding candle as a trinket. Any sort of trinket that relies on you getting a shop and not wanting it refreshed, like wisdom ball, the list goes on. But think carefully about your trinkets. Even like typewriter, you're not going to be able to refresh. You know, if you buy a minion and your next shop is all 1-drops, you're going to have to use the typewriter. There's no way around it unless you buy the spell. And maybe the spell costs 4, and then your turn is over. So yeah, you'll notice even on like turn 6, I'm already getting able to see so many shops and building out my board. I don't really know what I'm playing yet. I like Innie because you can kind of play either mechs or undeads. Innie's kind of a secret undead hero because she really likes having summons on the board, and undeads are the best at summons. And you can get the prosthetic hands, the magnetic undead, from Innie's hero power, which is really great for undeads. So right now I'm just kind of filling out my board, running a few automatons because I keep getting them for my hero power, and it never hurts for some tempo, but I'm still trying to level as much as possible. I pre-buy this blue shell too. That's another great thing to do in this anomaly. It's a great thing to do even when you're not in the anomaly, but having a blue shell for 2 gold is just fantastic. You're always going to lose eventually. If you win every single fight and you don't get value out of the blue shell, then you've won the game. So there's no downside. You're either winning the game or you're getting benefits from your blue shell. Obviously, if you're under 15, under damage cap, don't do that, but most of the time, always a safe buy. Same with free dealing in pirate lobbies, it just makes you money. It'll never hurt. You'll never be sad to have it, unless you're filling your hand with cards, in which case, once again, refer to the above. You're already winning the lobby. Probably shouldn't be too worried. But yeah, you always try to level 2 before you buy a minion, so you can see 5-drops and stuff. There's no point in buying cards before leveling if you can avoid it. Here I'm able to get a shop of 5-drops and I see Dressed, which is great because that means I'm playing undeads now. But yeah, and you'll notice like I'm 5-on-7 with a ton of money, and now I'm just nicely filling out my board with more money and rotating units that do stuff for me. Like this guy is a good econ card, so I may as well run him. And then this shop I think I end on because I'll want to mummifier next turn for my butcherings. But yeah, I'd say the most important thing with this anomaly is pick heroes that don't rely on needing the shop unrefreshed, and try to find a hero that benefits from cycling so much. And then also get in the habit of thinking about this anomaly as an APM anomaly, whether you like it or not. I mean, I know some people hate APMing, they don't like the game because there's so much physical skill necessary sometimes to actually just like drag and sell minions over and over again. But for me, it's one of my favorites. APMing is my favorite part of the game, and this anomaly just makes every lobby an APM lobby. So that's what I would say. Level fast, fill out your board early with cheap econ units, try to pick a hero that benefits off buying things a lot, try to lean into a comp that benefits from buying things a lot, and that can be anything. I think pirates are great, obviously, because you're able to cycle so many free cards. You get a ton of bounties if you have like a Rogers or something going. RDU Beasts would be great if you're running Rabbit Panther. You can cycle a lot of Beasts, or with Tiger Shark, like this guy's got a nice setup with Rylak. Undeads are even quite good. I like undeads in this anomaly because sometimes you get too many butcherings and you can't buy enough undeads to actually butcher. There's never an issue in this anomaly. Everything costs 2. You're always going to be able to find something to butcher. You're always going to be able to buy stuff for cheaper. So it's just great. But you don't even have to play an APM like comp. I think it favors APM comps for sure, as the game naturally does, because more money, less problems. You'll be able to find more stuff. But even if you're just playing like an overflow comp or something, where you just need to find the pieces, you just need Rivendare, you just need Crasher, you just need Macaws, it still helps a lot with that because you refresh so much more than you normally would. Think of it as an anomaly where all your refreshes are free, and then it sounds a lot nicer. Like you kind of have to roll with the punches in this anomaly. You don't want to think of it as a burden not being able to refresh and freeze. It's actually a huge help. It saves you a ton of money. It saves you a ton of thinking. You're never rolling down, you're always buying cards. And you benefit from buying cards because they cost 2 most of the time. So yeah. Here I buy a 1-cost spell, which I regret. Like I said, don't do that. You should buy a minion most of the time. It'll give you more value than a spell. Happens. But yeah. Those would be my key tips and takeaways. It's not a very complex anomaly. I mean, I think everyone will have an experience one day where they play this anomaly and they have a triple in shop because 2 of the minions are in shop, and then you try to buy one of them and your triple disappears in front of your eyes. But other than that, if you remember how the anomaly works and you don't grief yourself, it can be an incredibly strong anomaly where it's really easy to just dominate. Like, I felt completely in control this entire round. Like this entire match, I never felt like I was struggling. I never felt like I needed money. I felt like I could do whatever I wanted, and yeah, it was just smooth sailing. And that's what I love about the anomaly. I feel like it kind of plays itself sometimes, where you're just always guaranteed to find everything you need because it's all free and it's all so cheap. And this gets a lot crazier in lobbies where there's more free minions. Like Murlocs, I'd say especially, and Elementals are the ones with the most free minions, because you have Tad, you have River Skippers, you have Primal Fins, you've got so many free Murlocs, you've got Magic Fins to start cycling like Strike Oils and stuff. I don't know if I'm going to put a card up on screen for every card I just listed, but trust me, the Murlocs are good. And same with Elementals. There's a lot of Elementals that make you money. Obviously not the refreshing Elemental. That one's not good. But yeah, that's what I'd recommend. Hopefully this helps you. This anomaly can be intimidating because it's very easy to make misplays sometimes. But yeah. Also, like here, if you have 2 minions that you want, like a Mummifier and a Deathly Striker, buy the one you really want. Like, Deathly Striker is the one I need. Mummifier would be great. If I could have both, I would want both. But I recognize that what I actually need is Deathly Striker. So keep that in mind too. You're gonna sometimes have to choose your favorite minion and live with your choice, because you might never see the Mummifier again. Thankfully, I see one pretty quickly here, but I've had it happen many times before where I've had to choose between like an Evoker and a Poet when you really want both, and you never see Poet ever again. But still making the right choice is important. Setting yourself up for success. Higher units are harder to find, obviously, so It's a lot easier to find Mummifiers than it is to find Deathly Strikers. Same with Belinda, always happy to buy Belinda. But you gotta think, you know, like if I had a blue shell on a Deathly Striker and I had lost my last combat, I probably wouldn't even buy the blue shell. I would still buy the Deathly Striker, live with my choice. It is what it is. But yeah, you can kind of see here, like I'm buying, even like this 2-drop guy that just gives me a tiny bit of spell scaling is totally worth it for me to buy. It basically is 1 gold, scale your spells, and then I think I buy this guy just because it's a big taunt. But it's so great. It's so great. You get to run so many more minions, you get to play so many more minions. Yeah. Thank you so much for watching. I'll let the rest of the game play out. This is kind of a high roll undead game, to be honest. But the comp really doesn't matter. I think it's just making sure that you level well in this anomaly, that you use the anomaly, and you don't struggle against it. That would be my key takeaways for this anomaly. And hopefully this helps. It's one of the harder anomalies to play. Don't worry, if you're struggling to APM, that is totally fair. And the more you play, the better you'll get. Thanks so much for watching, and yeah, see you guys in the next vid.